What's up guys, Jerry here, and today I've got something absolutely insane to show you. These are the craziest animal encounters. From bears crashing backyard BBQs to whales swallowing kayaks, you seriously won't believe some of the footage we've dug up. I had to watch some of these clips like 5 times because they're just that unbelievable. Oh my god, some of these moments will have you on the edge of your seat. I promise you, you have never seen animal encounters like this before. We're talking giant squids, angry elephants, and even ruthless raccoons going absolutely wild. It's the kind of stuff you only see in movies, but it's all real, all caught on camera, and all right here. So buckle up, because things are about to get wild. If you've ever wondered what would happen if you ran into a bear, or if you got a little too close to a gorilla, this is the video for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second. Let's get right into the action and see which wild encounter blows your mind the most. Okay, picture this. You're out for a walk in the woods, minding your own business, when suddenly you realize you're not alone. Oh my god, this bear thought that this guy was a little too close. You can see the exact moment when the hiker spots the bear and just freezes. The bear stands up, sniffing the air, and for a second you can literally feel everyone holding their breath. This is why you always stay alert in bear country. The craziest part? The guy stays calm, like way calmer than I could ever be. He slowly backs away, keeping his eyes on the bear, and somehow avoids getting chased. Seriously, if that was me, you'd see nothing but a blur of me running away. But this just goes to show, you never know what's lurking out there in the wild. Don't try this at home, folks. Go, the English bee, didn't they? That's where it comes from. So, fun fact. Did you know that the bees we see buzzing around in English gardens actually have a pretty wild history? There's footage of a beekeeper showing off the original English bee, explaining how this particular bee species was brought over centuries ago. Not exactly a dangerous encounter, but still, imagine being surrounded by thousands of bees and just casually chatting about their family tree. What's wild is how important these bees are for pollinating crops and keeping the ecosystem alive. If you ever get up close to a hive, you'll see how organized and intense these little creatures can be. But trust me, you do not want to mess with a swarm of English bees when they're in a bad mood. They may look cute, but they've got a sting that will make you wish you'd stayed inside. Oh my god, this family had their dogs out when a bear came into their backyard. Imagine just chilling on your porch, sipping some lemonade, and then you see a massive bear strolling into your yard like it owns the place. The dogs start barking like crazy, and the family's freaking out, trying to get everyone inside before things get out of hand. It's like something straight out of a movie, except it's real life. The bear is totally unfazed by the chaos, just sniffing around for snacks. Luckily, everyone, including the dogs, made it inside safely. But man, can you imagine having to explain that to your insurance company? Yes, a bear trashed my backyard furniture. Only in the wild, folks. These guys were on a motorcycle when a tiger started chasing after them. No joke, they're just cruising down a dirt road, and suddenly you see this massive tiger sprinting out of the jungle. Oh my god, you can hear them screaming and revving the engine, trying to get away as fast as possible. My heart was racing just watching it through the screen. What's even crazier is how fast tigers can run. 1 second they're not there, and the next they're right behind you. This is a reminder that when you're in tiger country, you have to stay alert, because you never know what's lurking in the bushes. Thankfully, the guys made it out okay, but that's a story they'll be telling for the rest of their lives. This elephant was not afraid of this safari. Picture a giant elephant walking right up to a safari jeep full of tourists, flapping its ears and making a ton of noise. The guide is trying to keep everyone calm, but you can see people gripping their seats like their lives depend on it. Oh my god. The elephant gets so close you could almost reach out and touch it. But then, the elephant decides it's had enough and gives the jeep a little nudge. The whole vehicle rocks back and forth, and everyone inside is freaking out. Luckily no one got hurt, but this just proves that animals in the wild aren't messing around. Respect their space and remember you're in their territory, not the other way around. So, I guess deer have had enough and are starting to fight back. There's this insane clip of a deer actually going after a hunter. At first you think it's just going to run away, but nope, the deer turns around and puts up a fight. Antlers down, hooves flying, and the hunter is doing everything he can to avoid getting trampled. Oh my god, this is not the gentle Bambi we all know. It's wild to see an animal you think of as harmless suddenly turn the tables. The hunter finally manages to back off and the deer runs off into the woods. This is a good reminder that every animal has its limits. Never underestimate what a wild animal can do. Sometimes they're a lot tougher than they look. This elephant wasn't happy that they were being recorded. Someone was filming this massive elephant in the wild, and at first, it seems like the elephant doesn't care. But then, it turns and gives the camera a death stare, flapping its ears and trumpeting like it's saying, "Get that camera out of my face." Oh my god, you could tell exactly when the person realized they messed up. The elephant starts stomping closer, and the person filming decides it's time to bail. Fast. The lesson here: sometimes you just have to put the camera down and respect the animal's space. Wild animals don't always want to be social media stars. Here's what a pregnant great white shark looks like. Scientists were out on a research boat when they spotted this massive shark swimming near the surface. At first, everyone's excited just to see a great white, but then they notice, wait, she's pregnant. You can see her belly is huge, and the researchers are freaking out in the best way. This is one of those once-in-a-lifetime encounters. Pregnant great whites are super rare to spot, and seeing one up close is just mind-blowing. It's a great reminder of how much we still have to learn about these incredible creatures. If you're ever lucky enough to see something like this, just remember how special it is. This person got a little too close to the ape enclosure at the zoo. At first it seems harmless. They're just trying to get a good look at the apes. But then, one of the apes reaches out, grabs onto the guy's shirt, and won't let go. Oh my god, you can see the panic on his face as he tries to break free. Eventually the ape lets go, and the guy is totally fine. But I bet he'll never lean over a zoo fence again. It's a crazy reminder that even animals in captivity can have wild moments. Always respect the barriers and listen to the warning signs at the zoo. Those rules are there for a reason. So, this deer broke into a restaurant, but luckily nobody was hurt. It's hilarious and, honestly, a little scary at the same time. The deer just crashes through the window, sending glass everywhere, and starts running around like it's looking for a table or something. People are ducking under chairs, just trying to get out of the way, but the deer is totally confused. Eventually, someone manages to open a door and the deer sprints back outside, probably more embarrassed than anyone else. The best part? The restaurant put up a "No Deer Allowed" sign the next day. Only in the wild world we live in, right? These photographers realized that they were a little too close to a bear. At first, they're snapping away, super excited to get the perfect shot, but then, the bear lifts its head, sniffs the air, and starts walking toward them. Oh my god, you can almost hear their hearts pounding as they slowly back away, cameras still rolling. It's a lesson that, sometimes, it's just better to use a zoom lens. Wildlife photography is amazing, but, you know, safety always comes first. The photographers made it out okay, but I bet next time, they'll keep a little more distance between themselves and a hungry bear. He went to go save his dog that was being attacked by a kangaroo. This is straight out of an action movie. The dog is caught in a headlock by the kangaroo, and the man runs over, totally ready to throw hands. He squares up, and the kangaroo actually lets the dog go, but then stands up, like it's ready to box. The man gives the kangaroo a quick jab and the animal hops away, totally stunned. Oh my god, you have to see it to believe it. The dog's okay, the man's okay, and the kangaroo even seems a little embarrassed. That's what I call a wild rescue. This gorilla did not like how this girl was beating on her chest. She's at the zoo, playfully mimicking a gorilla, when suddenly the real gorilla gets up and starts pounding his chest, way louder and way more intense. Oh my god, the look on her face is priceless as she realizes she might have just started a gorilla showdown. The zookeepers quickly step in and calm the gorilla down, but that was a close call. It's a good reminder that some things are best left to the professionals, and the gorillas take their chest beating very seriously. A sea lion slapped this kayaker with an octopus underwater. I'm not even kidding. There's footage of a kayaker paddling along when suddenly a sea lion leaps out of the water, swinging an octopus and smacking the guy right in the face. Oh my god, you can't make this stuff up. Apparently, the sea lion was just trying to get a better grip on its lunch, but the kayaker ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and the video went viral for obvious reasons. Next time you see a sea lion, maybe give it a little extra space. It's always good to test the waters before jumping in. In this clip, someone is about to dive into a beautiful river, but they stop and check the water first. Good call, because just beneath the surface, there's a huge snapping turtle waiting for lunch. Oh my god, imagine if they hadn't checked first. It's a simple but important lesson. Never assume the water is safe just because it looks nice. Always check for animals, rocks, or anything else that could turn your fun day into a disaster. Sometimes being cautious pays off big time. So, this guy found a baby cougar and quickly found out that the mom was close by. He's just walking on a trail when he spots a tiny cougar cub. Adorable, right? But then, out of nowhere, the mother cougar appears, staring him down with those wild, protective eyes. Oh my god. The guy starts backing away, talking softly and trying not to make any sudden moves. It's a heart-pounding moment, but the guy handles it perfectly, keeping his cool and slowly leaving the area. The lesson? Never mess with a wild animal's baby. Where there's a cute cub, there's always a mama close by and ready to defend her territory. This man was brave enough to save his dog from a bear attack. The security camera catches everything. The dog is barking at something in the bushes, and suddenly a bear lunges out. Oh my god. The man runs out without thinking, grabs a stick and starts yelling at the bear to scare it off. Against all odds, it works. The bear backs down, and the dog is saved. This is one of those moments that proves just how much people love their pets. The man's bravery is incredible, but remember, never put yourself in danger unless there's absolutely no other choice. So, a security guard heard a sound in the kitchen and went to go check it out. He's walking through this dark restaurant, flashlight in hand, when suddenly a raccoon jumps out of the pantry. Oh my god, the guy almost drops his flashlight, he's so startled. The raccoon just looks at him like, "What's up?" After a second, the guard gathers himself and tries to shoo the raccoon out, but it's not having it. Eventually, the little bandit scurries away, leaving the kitchen a total mess. Just another night on the job. Something tells me you're not supposed to do this. There's a video of a tourist standing right next to a wild bison trying to get the ultimate selfie. Oh my god, you can see other people in the background waving and yelling at him to back away, but he's just smiling at the camera. Suddenly, the bison turns its head, and for a split second, everyone freezes. Luckily, nothing happens, but that was a dangerously close call. Remember, wild animals are unpredictable, and those do not approach signs are there for a reason. This farmer was out doing work when a wild tiger came out of nowhere. You see him tending to his crops totally focused, when suddenly a massive tiger walks into the field. Oh my god, the farmer stays perfectly still, not even breathing, until the tiger finally decides to move on. This kind of encounter is super rare, but it happens in parts of the world where humans and wild animals share the same space. The farmer's nerves of steel probably saved his life. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is stay calm and make yourself as uninteresting as possible. Suddenly the whale came up and caught this kayaker in their mouth and brought them underwater. You see the kayak just floating peacefully, and then, boom! The whale comes up, grabs the kayak, and everything disappears beneath the surface. Oh my god, everyone watching is screaming thinking the worst. But a few seconds later the whale lets go of the kayak and the person pops back up, totally unharmed. It's a miracle they weren't hurt, and now they've got the craziest story ever to tell.